was your dad's reaction when you made it?
It was funny, actually. My dad, there was this one time I was playing at the Albert Hall. It was kind of a big gig. It was kind of early on. And my sister's best friend's husband said to my dad, "Oh, you must be really proud of him. You must be proud of him." My dad goes, "Yeah, he does what he does and I do what I do." And it was like a weird... There was always this sense that I needed to be kept on my feet, you understand? So I think that comment was about, don't blow smoke up his arse because it's not good for him, do you know what I mean? Well, my mum used to say, you never say you love me, and he'd say, I'm here and I. That was the response.
I think a generation would be too embarrassed to even say that.
No, this generation, all we do is tell our children that we love them.
You should.
Yeah.
I think you should.
No, you should.
Isn't
But
it?
it's just so different
So
now.
different.
Like, I smother my son. We're soft, but that's a good thing. You know, nowadays it's about being kind and, you know, loving and giving them the attention and the love that they should have.
It was a generation of, like, don't show any weakness, weren't it, really?
My dad was a builder. He had his own firm. He was a gambler. So he would take £10,000 and put it on a dog, a cat for dog track.
Who was that?
My father.
Would he?
Oh, yeah.
On one
And
race?
no one got paid. That's why one of the reasons why I never went to work for my dad, because I saw my brothers all going to work for my dad, and sometimes they wouldn't get paid, and it was, what can they do? It's my dad. You know, he'd say, I'll pay you when I got it. Seann was saying to me the other day, his dad would say, don't open the door. Like if the bailiffs would come in.
Oh, my God, yes.
Or the gas man was coming. Or something.
that.
I said, don't open the door!
Yeah.
You know, because I was nosy. I wanted to see who was at the door. My dad would bellow down the stairs.
Did you have the bailiffs around yours, Matt?
Well, we nearly lost the bit. Yeah, we did. Yeah. There was one very difficult time. Yeah. When the business nearly went bust, we nearly lost everything.
What was your family business?
Yeah.
What was it?
You know when you type your postcode into the internet and it brings up your address? My stepdad wrote that. Yeah, he wrote that software.
When? What year?
Well, the business started in '88, and then in the early '90s is when it nearly went bust. That's when it started growing, because it took, obviously, he had to write the software, and that took ages. And he did some other software before that, like one of the first seat booking sort of programs that now is totally standard. And yeah, and we had this big client who we basically relied on in the early days, and they themselves got into financial difficulties and couldn't pay their bills. So we got to the point where if we'd got to the end of the week without this check arriving from them, then we were going to lose everything. We were going to lose the house.
Oh my
Both
God.
my stepdad and mum were going to lose their jobs. Yeah, so that was pretty.
How
it was
old
pretty
were you
harrowing.
then?
I was about 14. Yeah.
Bloody hell, kill the vibe, Matt.
Well, you said, have you ever had the
Bloody
bailiffs
hell.
around? That's the question.
They nearly went under, and we're just very lucky that the cheque came in time and the business could succeed. When the wolf's at the door, I know how that feels.
But then he built Google Street View and everything was fine.
Yeah. It's now, and now that software is